There you go. Lutricia McNeil, Someone Loves You Honey. That was a nice record, wasn't it? So we're talking now to Dr Paul McMahon, who's from the University of Bolton. He's a programme leader of the Civil Engineering Department. And just recently, Paul, you held a career day at the university itself. How did it go?
It was extremely successful, is an understatement, really.
Right.
Beyond wildest dreams in terms of the number of students that came and the employer stands present.
And what was it all about?
We called it Career Day, but really it was marking the careers of our former students who've been graduating from Bolton for the past 40 years and have gone on to significant careers in industry. Industry is now in demand for students, and the idea really was let's give something back to the employment world. We're providing students, but also we're giving the opportunity for the employers to come in to kind of contact with the new students, the future for them.
Right. Now, on your courses, what are they? Civil engineering sounds like a very complicated subject. What are they actually doing?
Civil engineering pretty much harnesses the environment, the nature, providing infrastructure for society. Pretty much every journey you make daily will see something that a civil engineer has built.
Right. And these people, the students who are currently on your courses, how long is the course?
We run the course as a part-time course and a full-time course. The BN Civil Engineering is a 3-year full-time course or a 4-year part-time course.
Right.
We do run H&C Civil Engineering courses for those already in industry and work closely with local colleges to provide opportunities for those students to move forwards with their careers as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul, what's the gender balance on your courses? I mean, do you get girls involved in this?
Yeah, there is a big push nationally to get more girls into engineering.
Yeah.
They're probably underrepresented, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's in the order of less than 10%.
Really?
Currently, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a significant push to get women into engineering and indeed into maths and science, because I think the whole technology area, and indeed the Bolton UTC initiative is there to try and help to sort of pave that way to get students into careers that have got demand.
Yeah.
There's a big demand for people in the civil engineering, architectural technology, building surveying and construction management areas currently.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's a doubling of workforce required over the next 10 to 15 years.
Absolutely. As the infrastructure builds and money comes back into our economy. But I'm just thinking about, I mean, because there are quite a lot of females that get involved in quantity surveying and that aspect of building. And that seems to be more the cleaner side of it, more than anything else. Is that, do you think, one of the things that might put some females off from like the rough end of it, if we could call it that? I mean, I might not be right by using that term.
No, I hear exactly what you're saying. I think the image of engineering generally is very much that, of the overalls and the spanner, rather than the detailed thinking behind the design, the project management, the liaison with clients, and all of that more sophisticated end. And in fact, the female population is excellent at dealing with that kind of area.
Absolutely, yeah. Good stuff. All right. So
and so, how many students were How many of your current students attended the event?
Well, there's about. It's difficult to get the numbers because they come in at different stages during the event, and I must admit I was running around like a headless chicken. I think so. I described my own existence on the day to make sure it all ran smoothly. Somewhere in the region of 200 students attended the stands, and one of the employers present did report that they'd taken the names and contact details of 20 students on their stand, which is probably 3 times more than what they thought they would get. So it's a really successful day.
And this was for work placements or for work opportunities going forward?
At the moment, a bit of both, really. There was former graduates that were looking for work did come down. I must say in the sector there's not so many graduates still looking for work because it is a thriving sector. But yes, certainly some of the second year students were looking for work placements, getting themselves ready for their final year. But some of the first year students were also looking for work placements. And the way the courses are structured, we can move the students between full-time and part-time. So they start off as a full-time student, but if an employer is attractive to them, they might take them on for a placement and then keep them on, and then they convert to part-time.
And they can still study at the same time.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. It's a great opportunity.
Right, I've got some interesting statistics that I want to ask about after this next record. So let's have a record. This has been requested by Carrie over in Spain, and she'd like to hear Eric Clapton and I Shot the Sheriff. Here we go.
I shot the sheriff.
Yeah, I Shot the Sheriff there from Eric Clapton, played specially for Carrie Litherland, who requested it via an email. She emailed studio@boltonfm.com and requested a shout-out and a record. And you can do that as well. Now, we're talking now to Paul McMahon from the University of Bolton about the civil engineering department. And
Dr Paul McMahon.
What did I say?
You just said Paul. It's Dr Paul McMahon.
Okay, Dr. Dixon speaking. And Dr. McMahon... now, this was a successful day, but looking at some of the satisfaction results from the civil engineering survey that you've done, not only was this day a great success, but your department in general seems to be very successful. I mean, I don't expect to have these numbers off the top of your head, but 94% of students said that staff are enthusiastic about what they're teaching. 91% of students said the staff are good at explaining things. The course is intellectually stimulating, and the feedback has helped me clarify things that I did not understand. You seem to be doing a good job here, Paul.
Wow. Yeah, when you think about it in those terms, I think that the single contributing factor to those numbers is indeed that the staff are from industry, so that the lecturing staff themselves love their subjects, and there's a passion for civil engineering. It's not just the civil engineering area, it's the construction sector as well, the built environment generally, and architectural technology, and a whole host of other courses. But the common factor there is that all of the staff within our unit, and there's about 18 staff there, all singing from the same hymn sheets. We all care about the students. We're looking to get them into careers. So it's nice that the students do put that down on the survey returns, because it's a nice thing to go to work with that endorsement really from the student
well,
base.
you told me something interesting during the last record, and that is that you have been at the university for how many years?
It's 15 years in total, yeah.
But you took some time out to get back into industry to refresh yourself.
I did, yeah. There's various reasons why people in careers make changes and move into other areas, and indeed I decided to go back to industry to work for some larger employers, and some of the projects I was involved with informed my own knowledge, and indeed I pass that on to the students now.
Fantastic. Fantastic, really is. And at this event, didn't you have some past students come back and talk to you?
Yeah, that's really the main feature of the event, because there's a lot of careers fairs around, and indeed they're all excellently run and give opportunities for students. But the extra dimension to this one was that we asked some of our former graduates, would they like to come in and explain to current students about their careers? So we invited 4 or 5 students in, and they all came in to give their own talks about what they've done in their careers. And several of those students have gone on to very distinguished careers. It straddles from 1976, the first graduate, through to 2011. So we had quite a good range of more recent graduates and older graduates that spoke in front of the people that attended.
Fantastic.
And civil engineering and construction is obviously with the money that's coming back into the economy and everything, but also we've got construction taking place there at Bolton University with the new what's it called? Anyway, the building,
UTC.
the UTC, absolutely, Paul. Thank you for that. And so, do your students get involved in how that process is taking place, and are they involved in that?
Yeah, obviously to have a live construction project on campus is quite easy to take the students along to watch the build taking place.
Yeah.
So the current students have had that as an advantage. Clearly, we're not going to be building a campus every year, so
That's right.
it's I guess timing. But on the other side of the road to that, there's also going to be a STEM centre built next year. So there's an awful lot of building work taking place.
Yeah.
In fact, the entire education hub in that general area, including Bolton College and Sixth Form College, are all interfacing together really, and we're all working together to create a fantastic educational opportunity for the people in Bolton.
Okay, Paul, if anybody wanted to get more information about signing up for one of your civil engineering courses, how would they do that?
Well, we have an admissions route, but by all means contact myself. I am on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn and various other social media forms. But the university itself, my at UOB Civil Eng is the Twitter tag that I have. But you should be able to search for Paul McMahon Bolton and find me quite easily.
Or just contact the university.
Or contact the university,
for the
yes.
civil engineering department. Well, thank you very much for coming in, and congratulations, because I think the media like to point out failings at schools, colleges and at the university, and here is a real success story. You should be
Really
very
is,
proud
yeah.
of yourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.